Welcome. We'll be doing an upper body workout while also still coming back to our self-worth and self-confidence. So let's begin. Come onto your hands and knees, have your shoulders over your wrists, or take a moment to kind of rock back and forth on your hands and knees until you find a sturdy and stable foundation. Then you can lift your feet. You can stay on your knees to start here, and then begin to bend your elbows out to the side and then push the ground away as you straighten your arms back up. Do this a few times and engage your core, drawing the belly button up towards the spine. And then take a moment, and if you'd like, you can also try this with the knees lifted. So inhale, come into a high plank. You'll lift the knees and come onto the toes. And then same thing, you're going to bend the elbows about a 45-degree angle and lower and lift. Now, I want you to let go of comparison and what I'm doing and just kind of show up for yourself. If you need to come back onto the knees, please do. If you need a break, take a seat and join me for just like a little break before we continue to do more push-ups. And as we go along, realize we need to kind of warm up the body, and that sometimes when we are building strength or effort, we need to do things more than once. We need to let things build up. So inhale, come on to the hands and knees once more, and exhale, option for tricep push-ups. So now we'll keep the elbows in close to the ribs as we lower and lift, lower and lift. Now, focusing on your breath as well, letting it be natural as you find how much effort you want to take here or you have. Now, inhale, option to come up onto the hands and feet for plank. Exhale, again, tricep push-ups, but now we have the knees lifted off the floor. Now, I was just showing this as an option. Most of the time, I have my knees on the ground. So I want us all to kind of take a moment to take whatever variation we need here. And then inhale, take a break, and you can swing out the arms. You can cross the arms across the chest and stretch it out, or reach the arms overhead and just go side to side. But finding the balance between effort and ease, taking breaks in between, and then notice your self-talk. What are you telling yourself? If you've already started to kind of nag yourself for not doing enough, I want to let that voice go. We're just being here. Inhale, come back onto the hands and knees. Then exhale, reach your hands, I like to rock back and forth first. So you can rock back and forth and then reach your arms out in front of you even more so that way you can exhale, lower onto the forearms and then lift, lower onto the forearms and lift. This one's particularly hard. So if you are, shaking, if you're kind of like, I don't really get this one, it's not working for me today, be kind to yourself. It is not meant to be easy. It is meant to challenge you. It is meant to challenge your negative beliefs. It is meant to challenge how you show up for yourself. Inhale, find another high plank, and then exhale, option to reach those arms forward again and lower and lift on the forearms. Now with the knees lifted, I find this incredibly just not fun. So if you want to lower onto one elbow at a time and then lift back up, that's another option here. But the body is able to create and build this strength. However, it does take some discomfort sometimes, and it does take some learning about ourselves. So inhale, come to a seat and swing your legs out in front of you. And then exhale, walk your hands behind you and find a shoulder stretch. So just kind of stretching the biceps and the shoulders after those push-ups, And then inhale, interlace your hands, and exhale, forward fold, letting your forehead go towards your knees as you reach the arms up. And then inhale back up and lift the chest if you'd like for a little back bend. You can roll out the shoulders if you'd like. Exhaling tension. Inhaling vitality and energy, letting it flow through you. And then inhale, coming onto your belly, and exhale, shoulder stretch. Cactus your left arm out to the side, and then place, or rather tap the right foot behind the left thigh and roll onto the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, shoulder stretch. Cactus the right arm. Left toes will go towards the ground as you roll into the right side of your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, upward facing dog. So we're going to stretch the front line of the body since we've been engaging it. You can rock side to side if that feels nice here, but press the ground away, draw your heart forward. Option to look over your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Arms can reach forward as you are on your belly. Come on to the right ear and right cheek, and then switch over to the left ear and left cheek. And I also like to think of being like a little pancake here. Inhale, come on to your hands and knees. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Lift your hips and knees. Push the ground away. Feel the engagement in your shoulders. Release your neck. You can bend your knees or stay on the toes. And then exhale, pike push up. So begin to bend the elbows and lower your head towards the floor. Now you may not have much range. Keep in mind that sometimes I do this I've done this quite a lot. So I may have a bit more range. If you have never done this before, give yourself time. Let yourself learn, let yourself shake and struggle. That is part of the journey. It's okay if you don't know something right out the bat, but yes, you're going to lower and lift your head as you bend the elbows, and this is definitely a test of mental strength as well as physical strength. Inhale, come into kneeling. Exhale, child's pose. Now, this is a quick movement class, and I'm going through some things that take time. We are going to need to cultivate more self-acceptance and compassion to build that trust in ourselves that we have the ability. It just takes time. Inhale, come up into kneeling and shake the arms out. And exhale, release. You can reach your arms overhead and back down or goalpost the arms and twist. The worth is always there just for us being, for our presence. Inhale, lower down onto your belly, and exhale, grab your right foot with your left arm and just find a little quad stretch here. And then switch, grab your left foot with your right arm, just stretching the front line of the body. Inhale, Sphinx, come onto the forearms, just draw the shoulder blades down the back. Option to lift the chin slightly up to stretch your throat. And then exhale, lower back down onto your belly. Inhale, center, exhale, windshield wiper the legs side to side, letting your feet fall right and left. Then inhale, come on to the hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, find a seat and lower down onto your back for a corpse pose final rest. So the legs are long, the arms are to the side, palms can be up, eyes closed. As you're here in your Shavasana, again, I want us to notice what we tell ourselves. This class is meant to build mental and physical strength. However, those things can sometimes take time. It's easy for us to get impatient. It's easy for us to talk down to ourselves. Sometimes we believe talking down is the only way to motivate ourselves to do anything. And so, if you are in this space, this is going to maybe take a little bit more time to cultivate the self acceptance and the patience and the realization that no matter how much you did or didn't do this class, that still doesn't change your worth. It's okay to just be. It's exactly where you're at, exactly how you are. It's not conditional. Self-worth is not conditional. It is in you. It is there. But like a garden, we need to nourish it, take care of it, plant the seeds, allow them to grow. And sometimes even in the most dire conditions, environments, when we think that, oh, this is done, there's nothing growing here, life surprises us. And we see that little leaflet. And then that little tiny thing can grow and become, and now I'm thinking of trees, just this big, massive thing can grow from something so little. And that's why what we tell ourselves is important, because we're actually creating a connection with ourselves. Just like we would with our friends, with our family. If we are negative, hurtful, unkind, that matters. It's almost like we have accepted becoming bullies to ourselves. It's important to take a look at that so that we can create the space that we want to live in and align with who we are inside. Take as much time as you need here to rest. Thank yourself for showing up, and remember your self-worth is an inside job. It's always there within. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little calm today. See you next time.